The enduring fascination with family struggles. Dysfunctional family stories have always captivated readers, whether they appear in classic novels, best-selling memoirs, or binge-worthy television dramas. At their heart, these narratives explore the messy, complicated realities of family life, the rivalries, unspoken resentments, betrayals, and strained bonds that often lurk beneath the surface of love and loyalty. Unlike tales of perfect households, dysfunctional family stories embrace imperfection, showing us that conflict and chaos are part of the human experience. Readers return to them because they strike a chord of recognition, offering both catharsis and insight. They remind us that no one's family is flawless, and that growth often comes from facing difficult truths. Why dysfunctional families make great literature. From Shakespeare's King Lear to modern novels, dysfunctional family stories provide fertile ground for drama. Family life is often the most intense arena for conflict. Clashing personalities, sibling rivalries, hidden secrets, and generational differences create tension that drives powerful storytelling. Classic works highlight these struggles. Think of the destructive passions in Wuthering Heights, the corrosive ambitions of family in Edith Wharton's novels of the generational trauma in Toni Morrison's Beloved. More recent novels like Celeste Ng's Little Fire, Everywhere or Jonathan Franzen's The Corrections continue this tradition, capturing the push and pull of family dynamics in vivid ways. Memoirs and true accounts. While fiction has long thrived on these themes, memoirs have elevated dysfunctional family stories by presenting them with raw honesty. Books like Jeanette Wall's The Glass Castle or Tara Westover's Educated give first-hand accounts of surviving chaos, neglects, or toxic control. These memoirs resonate because they reveal how individuals confront adversity, often uncovering their emotional hot buttons along the way. Readers connect to these accounts not only because they tell compelling stories, but also because they mirror real experiences of pain, resilience, and healing. Emotional hot buttons, where they come from. A key reason dysfunctional family stories hit so hard is their ability to tap into emotional hot buttons. These sensitive triggers shape our earliest relationships. These hot buttons often originate in childhood, where family dysfunction leaves lasting imprints. For instance, children raised in homes with constant criticism may develop an acute sensitivity to rejection. Growing up with favoritism among siblings might create deep-seated feelings of inadequacy. Living under a controlling or emotionally unavailable parent can spark lifelong struggles with trust and independence. In dysfunctional families, love and pain are often intertwined. When a parent's approval feels conditional or affection is mixed with neglect, it creates conflicting emotions that carry into adulthood. These experiences lay the groundwork for emotional hot buttons, automatic reactions that can be set off in relationships, careers, or even by media we consume. When we read about fictional characters or real people facing similar patterns, it presses those same triggers in us. Dysfunctional family stories resonate not only because of the drama, but because they awaken emotions buried deep in our own histories. What are your emotional hot buttons? If you care to share, you're welcome to add the emotional hot buttons to the comment section below on this blog, and possibly even start a dialogue with others about your dysfunctional family stories and the hot buttons you have developed from living in that scenario. Dysfunction on screen and stage. Beyond books, dysfunctional family stories dominate film, television, and theater. From the cutthroat power plays of Succession to the dark comedy of Arrested Development, audiences are drawn to families who struggle to balance loyalty and dysfunction. On stage, works like Eugene O'Neill's Long Day Journey into Night and Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman showcase families unraveling under the weight of secrets, disappointment, and unspoken trauma. These stories resonate because they reveal not just external conflict, but the emotional hot buttons that define each character's reactions. Lessons hidden in dysfunction. At first glance, stories about toxic families might seem bleak, yet they often carry powerful lessons about resilience, empathy, and forgiveness. Dysfunctional family stories teach us how to identify unhealthy patterns, confront generational cycles, and recognize our own triggers. Understanding where emotional hot buttons come from can be transformative. By seeing characters push past shame, confront painful truths, or build new identities, readers learn that growth is possible. These lessons can encourage us to explore our own histories, set boundaries, and work towards healing. Why will always return to dysfunction? As long as people seek to understand themselves and their families, dysfunctional family stories will remain timeless. They reveal the universal truth that love and conflict often coexist, and that even within chaos, moments of connection and redemption are possible. When stories press our emotional hot buttons, they don't just entertain us, they help us grow. They invite us to reflect on our own lives, challenge our old wounds, and discover the strength that comes from survival. And that's why readers will always turn the page when a dysfunctional family takes the stage. I hope you will be reading my memoir, as I surely know what a dysfunctional family story is all about. Thank you.